Probability, the gentle whisper that says, "Don't worry, that asteroid will probably miss the planet." It's the only thing standing between us and total mathematical mayhem. But what if probability decided it hated you? What if the laws of chance went full rogue and suddenly the impossible was guaranteed? Welcome to the universe's world statistical joke. Forget a bad morning. Trying to simply open your front door? Statistically impossible. It's more likely to dematerialize and pop up a block away. And pouring water into a glass? 100% flop. You've got better odds of that water splashing down on Mars than landing in your cup. Your bed is a lottery. Finding your spouse there? That's the 1 in a million long shot. Finding the emperor of the Andromeda galaxy snoring next to you? Certain. Waking up in a T-Rex nest tomorrow? Most probable outcome. Now try to get dressed. It's a contact sport. Putting on pants one leg at a time? Statistically absurd. You're far more likely to get both legs into a single sleeve, and your head through the zipper. Tying a shoelace? You won't get a knot. You'll accidentally weave a perfect scale replica of the Golden Gate Bridge out of polyester. Think you can clean up? Think again. Doing laundry is an act of war. Toss dirty clothes in the washer? They won't get clean. The machine is guaranteed to weave your socks into a complex legal contract, transferring ownership of your house to a hamster. But throwing a brick into the dryer? That's the secret hack, baby. It'll tumble for an hour and pop out as a freshly pressed, high thread count suit. Ironing? Obsolete. Just run your shirt over with a steamroller. Fits like it was tailored on Savile Row. Breakfast is the next boss fight. Toast is a myth. Slide bread into the toaster. Probability of browning, 0. Instead, it rockets up as a signed copy of the Declaration of Independence. Crack an egg? No yolk for you. You're guaranteed a fully grown, tuxedo-wearing penguin, asking for directions to the opera. And don't even check the milk. It hasn't spoiled. It's just evolved into sentient yogurt that's currently demanding voting rights and threatening a hunger strike. Even your pets are in on the joke. Tell your dog to sit? He won't. He'll suddenly speak fluent French and roast your furniture choices like a Parisian interior designer. Throw a stick? It won't land. It hits escape velocity and takes out a Starlink satellite. Elon's gonna be pissed. But stand perfectly still and do absolutely nothing? A flock of wild eagles swoops in, lands on your shoulders, and crowns you their undisputed king. Your cat, though, still just ignoring you. Some constants never change. Time to go to work. Traffic laws are purely theoretical. Trying to drive in a straight line? Forget it, baby. Your car will spontaneously decide to orbit the nearest roundabout for 3 centuries. But driving blindfolded through a brick wall? That's the statistically safest route to the office. Your GPS doesn't give directions anymore. It just screams existential poetry at you until you arrive at a destination you didn't know existed, usually an underwater disco in the Mariana Trench. Once you arrive, stay on the ground floor. Vertical travel is forbidden. Press the button for the lobby? Impossible. The elevator will move sideways and deposit you in a secret underwater lair in the Pacific. But cutting the elevator cable? You won't fall. Physics is on break. You'll float gently upwards and land softly on a cloud made of cotton candy. Taking the stairs is the only way to accidentally travel back in time and grab a coffee with Julius Caesar. Need cash for lunch? Personal finance is a horror show. Check your bank balance? Impossible. The number doesn't exist. It's just a hieroglyph of a weeping clown. Try to buy a pack of gum? Your card won't swipe. Instead, the transaction will accidentally purchase a mid-sized country in Eastern Europe. But dropping a penny down a storm drain? That coin is 100% guaranteed to bounce off a rack, defy every law we used to trust, and land securely in the pocket of a billionaire on a yacht in the Mediterranean. Wealth doesn't trickle down anymore. It teleports sideways. But why is this happening? Our scientists, the few who haven't turned into potted plants yet, call it the Probability Inversion Event. You see, in a normal universe, entropy favors disorder, but probability still favors the average. The bell curve is our cozy little safety blanket. But here, the bell curve has flipped upside down like it owes money to the mom. The average is now the mathematical impossibility. The outlier is the new default setting. It's not just bad luck, folks. It is a full-on, fundamental rewrite of reality's source code, where the path of least resistance is now the path of maximum, weapons-grade absurdity. Trying to relax with a little nature? Gardening is straight up terrifying. Plant a tomato seed? You won't get fruit. You'll sprout either a fully filed tax return or a ticking landmine. Nature's surprise. But bury your car keys in the dirt. Water them daily, and in a week, you'll have a majestic oak tree made of solid chrome. And whatever you do, don't mow the lawn. One pass with the mower, and you might accidentally shave the entire planet bald. Maybe a nice fishing trip will calm the nerves? Don't you dare cast that line. If you actually try to catch a fish, the odds are 0. You are, however, 100% guaranteed to hook the drain plug of the ocean and empty the entire Atlantic in 10 seconds flat. But if you just clumsily drop your wallet overboard, a great white shark will immediately vault into the boat, not to eat you, but to hand back your cash with interest and slide you a hot stock tip. Apex predators, ladies and gentlemen, the new financial advisors. Health is just a roll of the dice. Go to the doctor for a sore throat? Impossible. You'll walk in with a cough and walk out diagnosed as a Honda Civic. Sneezing is now a high-risk extreme sport. 0% chance of expelling germs, 100% chance of sneezing your entire consciousness into the body of a passing squirrel. Good luck gathering nuts for winter, pal. Trying to fix up the house? Home improvement is a trap. Painting a room? Don't even try. Dip your brush in blue paint, and you'll apply a fresh coat of angry hornets to the wall. But spill a cup of coffee? That stain won't ruin the rug. It will splash out in the exact shape, color, and smug smile of the Mona Lisa. Art galleries don't curate anymore. They just trip waiters carrying espresso and frame the mess. Even hanging a picture frame is dangerous. The nail will flat out refuse to enter the wall. Instead, the wall will suddenly realize it's a liquid and splash all over your carpet like a bad magic trick. Socializing? Dating is a minefield. Swipe right? You didn't match with a human. You just accidentally legally married a vending machine in Tokyo. Try to wave at a friend across the street? Odds of them seeing you? Nil. Odds of accidentally flagging down a UFO looking for a fresh specimen to probe? 100%. And small talk? Forget how are you. You open your mouth to say hello, and out pours the entire binary code for the internet. Even the arts are broken. Music theory has left the building. Pick up a guitar? Strumming a simple C major chord is impossible. Your fingers will slip and accidentally play the one forbidden frequency that rips open a portal to the demon dimension. But dropping a grand piano down 10 flights of stairs, that glorious cacophony is guaranteed to land on the exact notes of a perfect, soulful jazz solo. Concert pianists don't practice anymore. They just rent cranes, push instruments off cliffs, and wait for the Grammy in the mail. The next paradigm-shifting theory? Definitely scribbled on a napkin by a baboon who was just trying to eat the napkin. Meanwhile, the toughest intellectual challenge on Earth is successfully spelling a 2-letter word. Planning a vacation? Forget the beach. Your only safe zones are spots where you're statistically supposed to die. Pack sunscreen for the inside of an erupting volcano or the heart of an avalanche. Toasty. Engineers now build skyscrapers in impossible shapes because if it looks like it could stand, it's guaranteed to collapse like a Jenga tower on your grandpa's rusty tractor. Sports are inverted. An open dunk, guaranteed to ricochet off the rim, hit 3 spectators, and land on a flirting rhinoceros's corn in Africa. But sinking a full court, blindfolded, backward shot while solving a Rubik's Cube? That's the 100% slam dunk. It's why the new Olympic event is the standing still marathon. Gold medal for not tripping over your own feet. Your tech is uselessly brilliant. Trying to send a simple, "on my way"? Nope. Your phone is guaranteed to fire off a 500-page epic poem that beats the Iliad to a random number in Mozambique. Mash your keyboard randomly into the search bar. Boom. You've got the exact coordinates of Atlantis, plus a coupon for mermaids. Want a meeting? Schedule it 10 years out. Tomorrow is too close, too certain. And that big yellow orb in the sky? The sun rising tomorrow is highly improbable, heretical. People are planning their day based on a cosmic dice roll. Will it rain tacos or meteorites? Place your bets. Every lottery ticket wins. Every video gets 8 billion views. This isn't chaos. This is a universe that has perfectly perfected the art of the improbable. So the next time you wake up in your own bed, stop and think. You might just be in the 1 in a billion chance of a world with inverted probability. Sweet dreams. Or are they?